I know. End of an era and whatnot. Hmm.
You're always so good, my love.
Hey, buddy. Buddy.
Hello, Internet. Welcome. We have Cat. There we go.
We have Cat.
Outside.
Holy
That's how
crap.
the Internet worked.
So,
10,
so
15
apologies
years
to the
ago.
entire internet, and a black cat has crossed your collective path. You have now acquired 7 years of bad luck.
The good news is superstitions are nonsense, so don't freak out now.
Don't spread that. He's the bestest.
Yeah. That's
Look, it's only
that
bad
whole
luck.
that specific superstition pisses me the fuck off.
Right, because it literally costs cats their lives. Right.
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
And dogs,
Like-
black dogs too.
Yep.
That's true.
Black dog
He
is
is the most
thing.
ridiculous, sweetest Velcro
Yes.
Grammy baby.
It
Now-
might be
now-
bad luck if he looks directly at the screen and screams at you.
Mhm.
Maybe.
That's
Now-
what that's what Sophie will do. Sophie will just scream at you.
Yeah, Eclipse doesn't scream, he screams.
Right. Yes.
Now, there is one bit of good news, which is that this is episode 42, which is the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Hey.
Therefore,
Yeah.
balancing the cosmic scales.
Right.
True.
Right. What Mike has actually done,
Which means-
go ahead.
I was gonna say, which means the dice gods better be in our favor today and not fuck us over.
Oh, no,
Well,
one of my
now see, there are 4 of you, so they have to maintain balance. 2 of you have to have great rolls, and the other 2 just gotta
Hmm.
have a really bad day.
so one of my favorite moments with my high school theater teacher was I went to go talk to him about doing set crew, and I asked, hey, can I ask you a question? He goes, only if you can answer mine. And I was like, okay. And he went, what's the answer to the life, universe, and everything? And I went, oh, 42. And then we continued on. Now, at that point, I had not read the book, and I had only seen the movie when I was little. But that is one of those, I knew it because we had consumed that media and not because I remembered anything else about that story. And I have since watched the movie again, and I need to read the series.
I was going to say,
it's fantastic.
Yeah,
I own the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I own the first book. But I have not read more than that.
We should never mind.
Okay.
Oh, that reminds me of 2 different instances of I know something you don't know. Do that.
Look at the teeth.
Well, I know something Jay doesn't know, so there.
Right. See, but here's the problem. The light ribbing of I know something you don't know, do-da, slightly antagonizes Heather. It bothers me in no way.
Damn.
I have nothing.
That's not true. You have a never-ending font of joy. You're currently petting it. Look at it.
Things and plans, and I have a thing that is, yeah, it's fine. Don't think you're gonna see me today. I think you're just gonna see Eclipse.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
He's standing in for you today
For
for the visuals.
Buddy, would you like to make the rolls too?
No, but Nova would.
Yeah, look at him.
him.
He's so
He's been like this
handsome.
for like the last 5 minutes.
Are you
Right.
serious? That is a
Uh-huh.
happy cat.
Uh,
Oh my goodness.
the
At
best
least
is
5
boy.
minutes, if not more. Oh wait.
What a baby.
This is proof that not every cat's belly is a trap, but only for the right.
So we need to finish proofing the upstairs that I'm in because Folio has pica, probably. Folio will just eat fluffy shit. Folio will eat like Folio loves perhaps more than anybody has ever loved anything in their lives. Like Folio loves damp fluff more than Mackenzie loves Grant. I promise. Like I promise.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to beat, but
Yeah, I know, but you should see Folio with Wetland. It's the best. Like,
Wow, that's a sentence.
yeah. You don't like. She'll eat it. It's not okay. Like we need to keep Folio
Yeah.
away. But because the path to this space, the roof caved in once upon a time. It's been replaced. Everything is fine. but a lot of the debris is still here. That debris
Mhm.
includes, but is not limited to, insulation that I need to throw into garbage bag and throw away. That insulation, little
Yep.
bits of it are damp fluff.
Yep.
Yeah,
That are
please
made
don't
out of
insulate the
wood.
cat.
Right, that are made out of woven fiberglass and will fuck up
Oh,
that
the cat also likes to go
Uh-huh.
in the walls, which is an even worse
Right.
scenario of
Right.
it. So
So
You
once we get the
don't
place
want
situated,
to-
which we're actively working on, it's just a big project.
Mhm.
When that
Takes
happens,
a while.
we'll leave the doors open and Folio and Grimoire can come upstairs. And I'm excited to find Folio curled up in my. Folio's a weird cat. Folio wants cuddles, but not pets. So Folio just
mhm.
like snuggles up next to you and looks at you like, "Don't you fucking touch me!" But I'm gonna lean into you.
Yeah.
Aw, that's
I want your body warmth, and I want you to acknowledge that whatever you're doing is made better by me being in the way. But don't you fucking touch me. It's very funny. Like my boundaries are made out of cast iron, and I don't care
Mhm.
if you think the same about you. You're wrong. Like
Yep.
boundaries for me, but not for thee. Like
Mhm.
it's stressful, but totally worth it. Anyway, I can't wait till that's done because I live up here and I miss having cats in my space all the time.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't think Grimoire will give a shit. I think Grimoire will come upstairs one time, look around, go, all right, and then go back downstairs.
Yeah.
Anyway, who wants to cover what happened last time? We will throw some math rocks around on Shadow Scar number 42.
Woo!
we went to a cottage because, or sorry, we went to Shizukana's handler's multi-dimensional cottage.
Yep.
Heather, I would pause for a sec. We're missing a very important step. And Mike is
The-
very offended.
Yes, I see that. Yes, look at that face. A face like a smacked
Uh-huh.
bottom. Look at that face.
Oh, the fact that you messed up? Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, Heather woke up this morning and chose the violence, and I'm not upset about it. Jesus.
Well,
Wow.
fine then. Maybe I won't say anything.
Right, get fucked. Like that was.
No, we
Yeah,
are 40, we are 42 episodes in. We cannot go a single episode without Mike's
Uh-huh.
shadow scar. That's just like sacrilegious at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Oh.
you. Well, no. Okay. I thought you were talking about I missed something in the recap, and you're talking about the thing to do at the beginning of it.
Correct.
It's fine.
Which is the recap. Like you start the recap off
Like
with
I
it.
wait for my cue.
Uh-huh.
It is, but I have done too many games since this. With I apologize. Do you need to be more of a diva?
Dang, we're getting diva previously on
Uh-huh.
Shadow Scar today.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I feel so disrespected.
I mean, you were right. Be mad. Like Heather was like, right, like.
Previously. Erstwhile on Shadow Scar.
Oh my
Humor
God.
me. Could you do that
Oh, I
again?
like
but
the
in
little
voice of
two.
Droopy Dog.
That was a beautiful plucked violin sound.
Yes, that was
Mhm.
fantastic. I loved it.
Nope, the first one was
Not, yeah,
better.
not quite as good.
Should I get out my actual violin and make a sad plucked violin sound? Because I can do that.
I for one would love that. Like
I have a ukulele. I could do
what?
A
That's
ukulele
awesome.
probably sounds even sadder than a violin.
I have a violin that needs new strings on it.
All right, do it.
I don't know if Zoom will pick it up.
Nope.
No, it didn't do it. No, I got to do a.
No, there's an
gotta-
audio setting.
Oh, that was good.
If you go to audio setting, you can go to there's a thing that says microphone modes and original sound for musicians. I believe that is the equivalent of something on. You can also maybe
okay.
do yeah. Oh, live performance audio might also work.
Okay, I'm gonna try this again.
There we go.
Hey!
That was a very sad ukulele sound too. That was perfect.
Train would never.
Mhm.
That's funny.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Awesome. So last session we opened with an iconic line from Eli or Bowie. I don't know exactly which
Either
one
one.
he was at the moment,
Oh
but
no,
just by
those
shouting,
are both the same guy.
but alter egos though.
But there's two alter egos past that. He's a guy with a nickname and two alter egos who have different names.
Great.
Yeah,
Great.
it's
Okay.
spectacular.
Yelling, "Hark, scoundrel, my earlobes have been pierced by things harder than you."
wow.
I just want us to all
Forgot
sit
about
in
that
that
one.
quote for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Shizukana says, "What agency?" As in, like, trying to get us to, like, spill the beans to try to confirm that we're the same agency without, like, directly saying the name of the agency. And Eli goes, "The agency," and sticks out his tongue in a very indicative manner. Shizukana's apartment is meant to look like someone lived there, yet also like someone abandoned it. It is very home-esque without like some of the comforts of a well-lived-in home, but still fits the needs and is cozy. We established that we are all from the same agency, minus Krobus, who is a little lost in this conversation, but I have a feeling that Tanamichi has like kind of filled Krobus in on the agency, and he's a smart guy. He kind of picks things up. So then introductions are made. And then Eli says, "I think you're all supposed to babysit me because I made a mess. Just don't go to 5th Street." And we're all like, what the fuck is happening in 5th Street? Kana tries to sneak out. Also, is Kana Shizukana's nickname? I just want to. Okay. Are you okay with me calling her Kana? Okay. Kana tries to sneak out around to get to a doorway to the agency. Eli says, "I have a key," and holds out his arm with a tattoo of a key, and it opens a torii gate. He says we can only go through this door since that this is the one that he came through when he left. Kana looks to Krobus and said, "You got yourself into a real mess." Krobus sees all, knows all, and wants none of it. Tanamichi reaches out to Skulk and Smile, saying that Bowie found them and they want Bowie as far away from them as possible. Kana's handlers are two sweet little grannies who love her so much and check on her to make sure that she has eaten. They are not leaving us, and they will forever be Kana's handlers. They have tea parties where everyone lives with Skulk and Smile, and now that it is written down in Mackenzie's notes, it is true. They send us a key for all of them to come over to their sweet little gingerbread house because everyone is welcome here and they will support us. Kana is definitely more expressional than they are verbal with their interactions and reactions. We are currently in Mithra, and Bowie has been here before quite a bit, actually. It is not currently yokai infested, which is confusing him. And then Skulk and Smile come out of the gingerbread cottage, and I feel like something else happened after that. There was some sort of cliffhanger that I did not write down.
Oh, I know that, and there's also a bit of contextual information.
Yes.
The part that Bowie is confused about is not that there's no yokai in Mithra. That's always been the case as far as he knows. The thing that's confusing is why there'd be an agency outpost in a place that has no yokai.
Got it. Thank you.
I also know they feed us and were giving us an exit to another location.
Yes, the mission they're trying to send us on is to Cranberry Lane, which is the home dimension of both Skulk and Smile and Bowie.
Mm-hmm.
We're neighbors.
Oh, that's right. And we also learned that you are from like what, the 40s, 50s?
Yeah, that particular dimension is sort of locked in a Pleasantville style perpetual Leave It to Beaver era 1950s Americana vibe.
Mm-hmm. There's an ice cream truck twice a day. It plays a little jingle.
Bowie's first job, was working at a malt shop.
That's funny. There's a literal milkman, like he comes with a little tray filled with glass bottles of milk, right? And a bread man. There used to be a bread man. History has kind of forgotten about the bread man, which is odd in that we historically remember the milkman, but whatever.
Okay, I have all of
Uh,
that updated in my notes, so thank you. I am just gonna run. I have a soda open out there, and I want to have that while I play my game. So give me 30 seconds.
You bet.
Okay.
If it's okay with you all, I'd rather it be a slightly more inclusive 50s and have it be okay that there are milk women and non-binary people who deliver bread. like,
Milk folk.
right, milk folk. Right.
Oh,
hmm
No, I'm not sure I like milk folk. No. I mean,
dairy distributors.
sure. It's better than milkers, which are ours headed next, and that's no good either.
Mm.
Nope, don't like that either. Dairy delivery people. Dairy distributors is good.
Juggalos.
Oh,
What the fuck did I come back to? I was gone for 30 seconds, not even.
That's
Hell
Give it
happened
again,
in
give
that
it
30
again.
seconds?
To be fair, what happened was the last 2 seconds of it as you were back.
Uh-huh.
We didn't even
Yeah.
need 30.
see, Mike is my favorite god because some gods give
They
and
asked
take.
for a
Mike
more
giveth and he
inclusive
giveth again.
50s where there were,
Like-
non-binary and women who can, also do these jobs, and then we were trying to come up with a new name instead of milkman. And milk folk was no.
Roundly rejected.
Odd.
Yeah, right.
And then
Yeah,
I said dairy distributors, and then Mike made the
Mike
horrible
comes in with an absolute
Uh-huh.
winner. Like, he's a legend. Like,
Great.
oh boy.
and that's where you walked in. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
that was all the heads up we had too.
hmm
Yes, Ranker, I've just seen your comment. Yes, fiberglass insulation is terrible and it's itchy as hell, and everyone on Earth is allergic
Mhm.
to it, and I'm itching just thinking about it. Good news. The insulation we picked to replace it is not made out of fiberglass. Also,
Woo!
separate from the itching, fiberglass is susceptible to moisture, which is
hmm
wild that it's a thing we use for insulation. in
insulation,
places that
yeah,
almost
yeah. It
certainly
makes
get
no
moist.
fucking sense.
Right,
Yeah.
stop that. Stop it. Besides, now we have the technology to weave literal rock into a mush that you can use for insulation, which is what we're going to buy. Like, you put like lightly woven stone between you and the other stuff. Problem solved.
hmm
Yeah, I mean,
won't
you
scratch
could
it
make
and
you
can't
can
get
make
wet.
yeah, you can make insulation out of all kinds of things. I think there's been at least I remember seeing an article one time about someone who used like glass bottles full of water as insulation.
hmm
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, like we were going to use the sheet stuff, but
Mm.
it's just for the project we're doing. It's the wrong call, so we're going to do something
Yeah.
else. Anyway, yeah. So you came back to Juggalos. Fantastic. We're not going to go with that one though.
No, because that would be weird, and also I'm pretty sure it's a copyright violation.
Probably. So we're going to go with Double D's, dairy distributors, right?
hmm
No,
Uh-huh.
no,
Yeah.
I don't.
They
No,
don't like
I think
that?
there's
No, we're
secondary
not. No,
connotation.
especially not in that no.
No, we should not do that. And I don't want to. I just had to see Mackenzie's face. It's a winner. Look at that. Absorb that. It's lovely. It's magical. Look at that.
I hate all
Thanks.
of you.
Thanks for making my Yeah, we love you too.
I mean,
Mhm.
the bread
It's-
man can be a loafer. That's pretty easy.
That's pretty
Mhm.
good. No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like that quote from Bob's Burgers. It's like, I love you, but you're all terrible.
Yep.
I love that show so much. There's a new season that I need to watch.
I know. Also, Bob's Burgers trivia is coming to a brewery near me on Wednesday,
Ooh.
September 2nd, and you better believe
Nice.
I am dragging Grant. to go
Wow,
do
I
that.
love that you know. I love that you know the day and the date. That is a woman who's gonna kick
Absolutely,
some
I do.
ass.
If I
and the
have
fact
any,
that Grant doesn't have a choice, he's coming with
right,
you.
right.
he
Like,
does want to go with me, but I'm the
Mm,
reason we're
mhm.
going. So I love
that's
Bob's
funny.
Burgers.
Such a good show. Like, look, I named a cat after the entrepreneur in that show, and if you think I meant Bob, you clearly haven't seen the show. That's where Louise got her name from. Like,
Mm.
look, Bob makes burgers. That's true, but he's a small time thinker. Louise thinks
Mhm.
big. Like,
Yes.
like,
I
he
almost
just
named
wants
my
people
lizard
to be
Louise.
happy or whatever. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
Anyway, here you are at a cookout in the woods.
Mm.
What now? You're talking, you're hanging out, they're having a nice time. There are no yokai. There
Stop.
is as go ahead.
I said they opened the doorway for us after we were all given goodie bags.
You bet.
Hmm.
And you were headed back to the agency, right?
No.
Either to
No?
the agency or straight to Cranberry Lane, one of the two. I think the
Mhm.
agency
Oh, that's
we've
right.
already, because we just deployed from essentially the agency itself to an agency
Mhm.
safe house in a different dimension.
Right. Yes. Right. Yeah, I
And-
forgot. You're off to Cranberry Lane. That's right.
Mhm.
I don't
So
even think
when-
we went to the agency itself. I think we skipped that entirely to not take
Well,
Krobus through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. Right.
Yeah, so let's take a person who's eerily reminiscent of Satan incarnate and take it to 1950s America, where I'm sure he'll blend in like nobody's
Mhm.
business.
He'll be
Yeah.
fine. He'll be
Blending
fine.
in
Why
isn't
are-
really Krobus's MO.
Right. That's kind of the thing that I'm worried about.
But
I
what
mean,
are you
look at
worried
him.
about? Like, yeah,
He
right.
looks so
but-
cheery and jolly.
Right.
I'm a
what
dipshit
part
with a
of-
sword that I blend in better with. You will.
Dipshit is such a good word because there's so many insults that are ableist or sexist or racist or more than one of those things. Dipshit is none of those things. Dipshit's a classic. It's like jackwagon. Anyway, so you
I don't
step
know. This looks
through-
like a friendly face to me.
right. Yeah. What's
Yeah.
what's
Especially
confusing
totally
about
friendly.
Krobus? Yeah. Krobus looks fine to me.
What you see is what you get.
Right. Yeah. Just don't be, a jackwagon, and we won't have a problem.
Mhm.
So you step forth onto Cranberry Lane, and it's what you're expecting. Little pink houses, except none of them are actually pink, right? They are all light pastel colors. I guess some of them are pink. They're pale blue and they're pastel yellow and pastel blue and pastel pink. It looks like somewhere between the 50s and Easter, right? It's kind of uncomfortable how samey everything is. All the yards are about the same size, probably no different than 1.5 feet. The good news is it's the 50s, so nobody lives on a postage stamp because the economy of the world, and especially America, have not changed so much. Because this is actually the time period where you could work a single job and support a family of 4, right? So there's
Also the point where Tanamichi and Hoshi had been previously with
Yes.
the group. So Tanamichi has been
Mhm.
here before, but the rest of us have not.
Well, I have. I'm here all the time. I live here.
Mhm.
Okay. Well,
That-
Does
This
it
is
feel
where-
kind of like backroomsy in a way?
I'm not familiar what you mean by that.
Okay, then never mind.
Okay.
A recent movie that came out talked about liminal spaces.
It's not even
Oh,
about the
it's-
movie. It's like the whole lore behind
The lore of
There-
Backrooms.
it's so
It's
deep.
a movie, like it's but it's also a video game. Like that's what the movie's based off of. Which
Huh.
I still have to actually see that movie because it got out
It's
of theaters
pretty
before
good.
I could actually go and see a movie in theaters. And so now I really want to watch it. Heard really good things about it.
Huh.
Clips has now moved
But-
to a spot that is not going to be seen by the camera. It can't go completely straight down right in front of the
Mm.
monitor.
No more cat time. Yeah, so we're here to
You're here to do shit, apparently.
Do something.
Mhm.
Right. So you step forth into Cranberry Lane. Sorry, my computer's acting funny. There we go. You step forth into Cranberry Lane. You do step out of a Torii Gate, as expected. The Torii Gate, I imagine that's the only Torii Gate you've seen like this. It has like vines wrapping over the side of it, and somebody has done their very, very best to weave it into the iconography of their backyard. It looks from the street like it's one of those lattice white things that they've just painted red. It's not perfect. The average person would probably mistake it for one of those. You will not.
I
Neither
feel
would
like
any
Molly
aged
had a
member.
hand in that.
Probably. Most so the agency, those of you who are members, which I think is everybody here, right? Aside from maybe Probus.
Not
Um,
yeah.
No, one of the things you know from that have changed since the last time is that the agency they've become aware that like consistently having gates that all look exactly the same in standing locations that are usually separate from everything else tends to prevent the concept of secrecy. Nothing
Mhm.
says nothing to see here, like a big neon red post, right? So they were like, hey, what if we like dressed them up a little bit? Right? Like not enough to keep them from working.
Camouflage.
Right, yeah,
Mhm.
right, yeah. Like in the same way that chances are if you've driven down the same street or town or whatever long enough, you know what the undercover cop looks like. But if you don't, if you're not native to that area, maybe you don't, right? Like
Kind of like the TARDIS in Doctor Who.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
like exactly, right. It's a phone booth to some people, and to other people, it's clearly the TARDIS, right? Like,
There are certain people that have experienced things that are like, I can't see a phone booth without seeing the TARDIS, even if
Right,
it
right.
might not be that specific.
Exactly. So you step out onto Cranberry Lane, and it's every bit as boring as you expect it to be. Little boxes made out of ticky tacky. Yes, like that. I think you were talking about, I think Rinker was talking about the insulation, but I would also describe the houses that way. I imagine there are lots and lots of knickknacks and brandy and whatnot. So the houses are boring. The yards are filled with people. Most of the yards have children playing in them. There's a dozen dads and some moms mowing the yard, not with the giant rolling mowers that exist today. It's charming and to some people probably utopian. Bowie, why are you here?
We got sent here by the agency. They said there was a mission here somewhere.
Did you
as
get
the
any
person,
details
right?
about
That's what I'm
what
asking.
this mission is?
You as the person who lives here, that's literally your house on the corner. Does anything look out of sorts? And I don't mean if Mrs. Flanagan's rosebush is getting out of control. That's not what I meant.
Well, unless it's a carnivore. Anyway.
Right, yes, unless it's really getting out of control, and then maybe that's what I meant.
I mean, so am I supposed to just sort of have I been given DM discretion here,
Yes,
or
yes, that's what I'm saying.
Oh no.
Right,
No.
right.
Oh boy.
Bruh, he can handle it. Dude.
I believe in Mike's ability to DM. I am terrified with Bowie's imagination thrown in here.
oh,
Whoa. So we should clarify that I am giving Mike DM privileges, not
In
Bowie.
Bowie's neighborhood. So what would Bowie pay attention to?
That is fair. That is fair. That is what I said.
Yeah. Also, Eclipse has officially abandoned me.
Sad.
I suspect like anything that looks outside the frame of the idyllic peaceful summer day. So there's probably going to be at least one house that's either spontaneously started looking incredibly dilapidated. Like a cliche haunted house has suddenly appeared in this idyllic neighborhood.
A cliche haunted house. So
right. The place all the neighbor kids avoid because it's haunted.
Right. But it's just run by an old man who's haunted by the war. That's why he screams all the time. Right.
Yeah, or something like that.
Right. Would everybody make where'd it go? I know it's here somewhere. An awareness roll at advantage. Which is to say with an extra die.
Oh.
I forget what the system actually calls it.
Now it's been a minute. We're doing D10s? D6s?
D6.
Sixes.
Yeah. You bet.
We want 4 or
Oh
higher.
no.
Crap, it has been a minute. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up my character sheet and it's
Alright.
not letting me.
90, 90, 90, 90. Action.
This place is and a little bit of an assault on Tanamichi's senses because I got a 1, a 2, a 3, and 2 4s.
Nice.
So
Nice.
1
Who's it?
success.
2
Yep.
successes.
1.
2 successes. You all got extra dice and you got minimal successes.
Hold on, what were we rolling again?
An awareness check with an extra die.
I
So-
would remind you, I only have 2 dice total to that skill.
Of course you do, because Bowie has other strengths.
Sure.
So I got 2 5s, 2 3s, a 6, and a 1.
You bet. Anybody who got at least 3 successes everybody sees the haunted house, right?
So
Everyone-
remind
go ahead.
me, does the 1 cancel out a 6 or does the 1 cancel out a success?
The 1 cancels out a success. So a
Okay,
6 gets
so
you
I
2.
have 3 exactly.
Right. So everyone who got at least everyone with eyes can see the haunted house, right? Haunted house. Everybody saw somebody step through the haunted house door and close it, and heard the squeak of the door, right? Like it's a squeaky door. It's fine. Somebody stepped up the steps. They groaned instead of like they yawned like old creaky steps do. Those of you who got at least three successes, though, are confident that what you saw step through that door was a large bipedal lizard and not a person. Sorry, not a human. Don't want to assume the lizard isn't a person. That would be rude. But it's definitely not a human.
For sure.
And that puts us at the halfway mark. I will see you in 15 minutes.
Oh,
Dang, we got a lot done in that first half of the game.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yep.
We're doing great, guys.
I'm so proud of us.
Uh-huh.
we've had games where we've done less.
You know, that is true.
Yeah, I mean the first ever session of Shadow Scar was us successfully making it out of a room.
Uh-huh.
That's very true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
God, that's so long ago.
Hold on, I have a date. Hold on. When was it? I always date my notes as well. February
Yeah.
18th of 2025.
Mm-hmm. Wow, we've been playing for a year and a half now.
Yeah, that's
That's
awesome.
crazy.
Next step is just all of us like meeting in person.
Mm-hmm. I've always said if I win the lottery, I will pay to have all of my friends get together to play a bunch of D&D games together in person.
That would be awesome.
I will pay for things to cover bills for that weekend. I will like pay for travel. I will get people to where we need to go for everybody to play in person because I had one in-person group the entire time that I've played tabletop games since 2020. I have had one single in-person group that met regularly. Everything else has been online. So I've never really got to play in person with people very much. So
Yeah, it's fun when it happens, but it's not very
Mhm.
often that it can work out.
Yeah. I mean the
especially
closest I think I've
regularly.
gotten is 3 out of 5 so far.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, I gotta make a phone call. BRB.
Okay.
The single season touchdown throw. On Tuesday, no, man. Your flashes lights, but let me go. I'm here in a row.
What are you singing?
That is Bits and Pieces of Famous Friends by Chris Young and Kane Brown.
Oh.
Though if you ask me, it's actually Kane Brown and Chris Young, and that Chris Young is barely in it.
Cool.
It's my new favorite song.
Exciting.
Oh, I've got some famous friends. Yeah, I do. It's nice to sing again.
It's awesome.
Robin's pretty great.
Good.
Also, there's a haunted house with a lizard person in it, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow I finally get to go for a walk. I'm so excited.
Yay!
Stupid runner's knee.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I need? Bionic kneecaps. Just get a
True.
rip my
Yeah.
kneecaps out, replace them with metal. There, problem solved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my knees were
wait.
always bad when I was a big runner.
I need that for my ankles.
Right?
I get shin splints really bad, and they affect my ankles because I have some hypermobility in my ankles.
Yeesh.
So like the whole like front side of my left ankle and shin just shoot pain up sometimes
That's
randomly.
not good.
I did track in high school, and I think I didn't take care of it well enough, and so
Mm.
it's fucking me over in my 30s.
Did I show you these?
Mm.
So somebody, by which I mean Mike, has sent me greaves for my legs.
Ha!
Because Mike is going to turn me into a superhero if it kills him.
Mm.
One piece at a time.
Look, I already have leather bracers for my arms. And I keep saying, the other day, I was like, Robin, I tell people when I feel jokingly inconvenienced to do a thing, and the reason I'm going to do that thing is because I think it's the right thing to do. Or when somebody when somebody says, Jay, what kind of person do you want to be? And I go, oh, you're a real pain in my armor. Because Robin wants to ask me what's the difference between pain in my ass and pain in my armor. One of those is just being a person. One of those is being a good person. So Mike is buying me literal armor. Mike, I regret to inform you that at the risk of sounding very egotistical, my legs are muscular enough that these don't fit.
Aw.
They do, but only
What a
if I put them.
flex.
Sorry, like these are
No,
these
that's a
only-
good thing. Good for
These
you.
only fit if I put them at the very bottom of my, like way down on the top of my foot, which means I cannot move in them. I can pose, take a picture, and take them off. Like, I never thought I'd have to get ankle measurements so I can buy greaves. But thanks for that. Like, I'm gonna have to do
Yeah.
that. They're lovely. I thought they were for my arms at first. And then I went to put them on my legs and I went, oh no, I can't wear these. Like, not and move.
Dang it.
Well, drat.
But
Yeah, they
Also-
they didn't come in multiple sizes, so that's really
they're very cool. Like
Mhm.
I will figure out. Maybe I can bend them a little bit. Maybe I don't know. I'll figure something out. Also, if they go down low enough, this part, like there's a point on the top and the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
which is a great way to dig this into the top of my foot.
Yeah.
I don't want that. It's a lovely idea. And
Well,
I
Normally you would then also have armor on your feet that it would be
Like on the top of your foot.
But-
Yeah, it would like
you
sit.
know,
on top.
that's not a bad idea. Look, as long as the bottom of the shoe runs fine, I don't care if there's metal on the top of it. That's not a bad idea.
You don't
Did
want
they-
like if you were getting shot at by a bow and arrow, you wouldn't want it to go through the top of your foot.
That's true.
No,
It would
yeah,
help it.
yeah. Do they make running shoes with a metal top? Look, they've got to.
Probably
Somebody did
But
that.
I bet
Somebody
you
did.
find a nerd who will
Uh-huh.
make.
Look, all I need is a leather metal. Are they boots if they're made out of metal with a rubber
Yeah.
outsole? I
I
don't
would
know.
still call them boots, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll figure it out. It's a lovely gift.
You're gonna show
Mm.
up to the next marathon in full plate armor and run.
Look, a couple weeks ago, I met a guy in the park. His name Louise. He's really, really nice. I met his dog, lovely. We had a 20-minute conversation about Vegeta and why he's a great example of positive masculinity at the end and not at the beginning, which is why he's a great show of how men can grow, even toxic men. Great. And I said, hey, I got to get back to it. Gotta get those steps in. And he went, as I run away, he goes, they make shorts. And I went, yes, I know. And he goes, but I'm the guy who runs in jeans. And he goes, you're the crazy guy who runs in jeans. Whatever. Same black jeans. Anyway, here we are, haunted house. Maybe there's a lizard, maybe not.
Hmm.
Lizard
Yeah, Tanamichi's
person.
senses are just overwhelmed by all the pastels. And so he doesn't see the lizard person go in. So he's just kind of still looking around.
Did anyone get 3 successes, or did we all hit like 1 and 2? Oh, of course,
Two
Krobus.
of us did, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it smells amazing. I might have forgotten to mention that. People are grilling today, so it smells amazing.
Hooray.
So
Hooray.
Krobus is just going to kind of like gesture to Tanamichi as in like a hey, did you see that sort of thing? And just start walking towards the house.
Did you? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
There's probably something in there.
God, can we get Krobus a hat? Just
No.
something. No, just gonna
And follows.
walk out there, just plain as day.
Did I see where the lizard went?
Through the front door,
Front door.
We
Like
have-
into the house or coming out of the house?
going
Going-
into the house, went up the stairs. The stairs, they creaked the whole
Krobus with
bit.
the horns,
Okay.
and then we have Kana with mask and goggle. Well, like not goggles. She's wearing kind of like future tech glasses of like what Cyclops would wear from X-Men. Like you
Yeah.
can't see her eyes.
Okay.
And then she has her mask on. Still. And then we have Krobus with the
So I think Bowie's going to take a slightly different tack, and like while they're going to go investigate the building, I'm just going to go like walk up to one of the neighbors because I'm stowing like the blade and everything.
Sure.
Just be like, howdy there, Miss Jenkins.
Miss Jenkins has a very high Julia Childs sort of voice. And in my head looks somewhere between Julia Child, Paula Dean, and I forget her name right now, the woman who married Danny DeVito. Can't remember her name. She's fantastic. She's hilarious, and I can't remember her name, and I feel very bad. Anyway.
be honest, I didn't know he was married.
Oh yeah, to the same person for a long time.
I believe that.
Rhea Perlman?
Yes. And Miss Jenkins immediately in like 2 seconds goes, hey, howdy day, and brings you what appears to be a piece of pie on a plate that came out of thin air. Like, and there it was. It didn't actually come out of thin air. She's just very good at this.
Oh,
Miss
well, thank you.
Jenkins is
Thank you
around the
kindly, Miss
neighborhood feeding
Jenkins.
people all the time. Miss Jenkins uses far too much sugar.
Like
Just the
that's
way
a
I like it.
problem.
Like that's a problem. Like,
Just the way I like it. What happened to the old Stevenson place over there? I've only been gone a couple of weeks, and boy, it sure has taken a turn for the worse.
Miss Jenkins will lean over. Miss Jenkins has entirely too much neck, which she uses to spy on the neighbors.
As you
and-
do.
The
as you
idea
do,
of
right.
the idea of Paula Dean with too much neck is a terrifying concept.
You are welcome. Like, and she'll lean over and go, "Oh yeah, they could cut their lawn down. Yeah, it's a bit shameful, but you know, what with the screaming kids and all. If you're too busy not looking after your kids, you don't have time to mow the lawn." And she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I almost said something mean," and we'll shove a piece of pie in her mouth.
Well, heaven forbid.
In my head, Miss Jenkins is very mean. Like, but if you asked, definitely not.
In a catty, passive aggressive kind of way.
Right? Yeah.
Bless
right,
her
yeah.
heart.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm
Only
not very
gossip.
good at mimicking that. I'm not very good at mimicking that. So you're just gonna have to take my word for it.
Only gossips during Tupperware parties. You know the.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever she's serving baked goods, which means she finds an excuse to serve baked goods all the time. Like,
Yeah,
anyway.
but that was basically me just testing the waters, trying to see whether or not everyone here is even like aware of the fact that this is much more like the paint is peeling, dilapidated, stuff falling down, you know, grass is overrun with weeds and stuff like that, and they're just like, oh yeah, you can really mow.
Yeah, they really could mow the lawn. Yeah. And for what it's worth, the house does appear to be super haunted.
Right.
But the yard is maintained. Like,
All right, so I'll cautiously follow, but I'm gonna avoid doing anything too suspicious as much as I possibly can. Has anyone noticed the rest of this extremely noticeable crew?
oh yeah.
Mhm.
As you walk down the street towards the house, people wave, say things like "Howdy, neighbor." That guy said "Hi, diddly ho." It looks like Ned Flanders. They wave. They
Yeah,
smile. They're real, genuine
Mm.
smiles, almost like they know you. It's a little bit too like. If you're the kind of person that loves that kind of thing, you probably love it. If you're not the kind of person who loves that kind of thing, it's probably real uncomfortable. Like,
Crovus is very uncomfortable right
yeah, I
now.
bet. No, I bet.
Mhm.
I love
I-
that kind of thing. And in my experience, any sort of social interaction at all that I would be like, oh, that's really wholesome. Clovis would be like, get the fuck away from me. Like,
Yeah, I sent you a message.
oh no. What have you done?
Just like I would love that kind of vibe, but I am very much not
Not
Crovus.
Yeah.
She's doing her best for no one to see her.
You bet. You bet.
I was more going for the like no one is visibly like alarmed by the presence of, again, a literal demon.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Not even a little
Okay.
bit.
Okay.
Well, again, Skulk and Smiles live here, and they don't particularly look normal.
Right. I
Fair.
just kind of assumed they were using some sort of like illusory disguise as opposed to everyone here just not being able to see any supernatural shit just on the face of it.
So you're headed through the rotting wooden fence. It has a gate. You don't have to break your way in or anything. One of the hinges is fallen off, of course. It's a haunted house. The gate has
Right,
to be
yeah.
dilapidated, right?
Yeah.
So you head up, you go through the gate, right? You walk 16 feet, maybe 17 feet across the worn out, broken pavers. Because, I mean, it's a haunted house in the 50s. It has pavers. They're just broken.
Mhm.
You get up to the staircase. It yawns. You get up to the front door. There's a screen door. Most of the screen is missing. There are
Mhm.
2 windows on the bottom floor framing the door. There, it is a 2-story house. There's a wraparound porch. When it wasn't dilapidated, it was a lot of money. There's a porch swing here on the front. It's nice. Well, it would be.
If you sat in this porch swing, would it remain intact, or would it break?
Do you weigh less than 60 pounds?
No.
then I wouldn't do that.
Honestly, you get tetanus just from looking at that thing funny.
Yeah, right. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't. The chain looks a little sus. There are nails coming out of it. It looks. Yeah, don't sit on that. Don't sit on.
Well, he makes it to the front door and he just starts knocking.
You bet. You knock. You bet. Do you open the screen door?
Yeah, I'll open the screen door to knock on the wooden door.
You bet. As you knock, the door goes.
Actually, I lied.
You
He
lie.
puts his hand through where the screen would be to knock.
Nice. This changes his Krobus is interaction, but does not change the end result. You knock and the door swings open on its hinges.
I did message you again. I responded.
Again.
I think
Why do you
that
pester
means
me
we
so?
can go in.
Just haven't.
Krobus,
She's doing
Crow-
things that I don't want to narrate literally every 2 seconds what she's doing.
You bet.
Krobus, will wait to. Hang on, hold on. Is it a thing with demons that they have to be invited into a private space, or is that just
No.
vampires?
That's just
Yeah.
vampires and
I was
only in
gonna
some
say, yeah.
stories.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
In a surprising amount of them in this
Yeah.
vampire stories I've consumed anyway. But no, as far as I know, it's just vampires. And definitely not demons in this story.
Okay, cool. Because I don't think he's not been invited into somebody's space before, so this is kind of like the first time
Mm.
we're role playing him like breaking and entering. So I just was curious.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like I don't know. I don't think there's like a yokai thing in Japanese mythology that really focuses on invitation, because it's that aspect is so clearly Christian coded.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You have
Cool.
to invite the demon into your home. And
Oh, I
your
literally
heart.
didn't even think about it that way, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It is
Mhm.
the amount of I hesitate to use the word damage. Change that
Mhm.
Bram Stoker's Dracula has done to
Mhm.
the average European vampire understanding that you have to go out of your way to consume other stories to get different
Mhm.
perspectives on is profound, particularly since he didn't like it.
Also, he wasn't the first vampire author.
He was not.
It was
no.
Camille. The book.
Right.
The,
yeah.
it was Spanish, or I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Like not only
So, like,
is
he
that
wasn't
not
even the first vampire
he wasn't
author,
even
and
he wasn't the first one. It's not a particular, like, I have a collection of Bram Stoker's work on my shelf.
Mhm.
You can do so much better than Dracula. And he did not like it. Like
Mhm.
his wife spent a considerable amount of effort trying to distance herself from the book after he died and after it became very popular. After he died, like, nobody liked
Mhm.
it. Like, he didn't like it, nobody liked it. Like, anyway.
Yeah.
And by the way, Nikki and I are currently watching through the Strain, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
that's
Mm.
a take on vampires by way of Guillermo del Toro, who is
Ooh.
Mhm.
basically on like the Strigoi version of
Yep.
vampires from like
Mhm.
Eastern Europe, which is
Mhm.
an aggressively not safe for Heather concept.
Most vampire things aren't.
Oh,
Mhm.
well, this is different.
I believe you. And also, most vampire things
right.
aren't.
But yeah, a lot more. Well, I mean, there's you'd kind of have to see it. You'd really
Mm.
it.
I mean, it is Del Toro, so
It's
you
a
know.
very visual
Mhm.
take.
Yeah.
Oh, joy.
The earliest vampire story I know of
Love that we're just completely off the rails here.
is from John William Polidori, I think. He wrote an 1819 story called The Vampire with a Y in it, which, as far as I know, created the archetype of the seductive aristocrat vampire, and is written during the same time period where the Rainy Summer Challenge in Geneva happened alongside Lord Byron and Mary Shelley. Originally credited to Lord Byron because Byron was a Ponce. Like, but anyway, listen, any attempt to look, you said blah blah blah, and then I need to follow up. We all learn something today. It's fun.
Listen, I
I'm
used
so-
Lord Byron's profile picture, like portrait, as an example of the look I'm going for my Sky Pirates character.
That's fun.
So, yeah, pompous twit.
So
Tanamishi's
go ahead.
going to activate Spirit Sight. And
Okay,
this is the
that's one that lets you see into the other side, right?
mm-hmm,
You bet.
for 10 minutes. But I get a -1 penalty check to awareness checks in the material world. So
oh,
I'm more
right,
aware of
because
the
your
spirit
vision's
world
sort of
than
split. Right. Yes.
Mhm.
Also, we've decided, and like we've talked about this before, but Krobus like constantly lives on the line between both
Mhm.
worlds.
You
So
bet.
if there's
Mhm.
anything spiritual happening, he also sees it.
You bet.
Mhm.
So the house does not appear to be supernatural in any sort. It is a dilapidated old building. The damage as you walk up the stairs and everything looks like it happened very, very rapidly. All the signs of rapid weather damage, just like 100 years in a couple of weeks. Boo, you've been gone, what, a couple of weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is unusual for him, but I think he explained it away as some sort of like he gave a really difficult to buy bullshit story to his family about like where he was going and why, but they bought it because these people are naive as hell.
And right. So the only supernatural element you see as you step up to the house and across the yard is that while the damage is the real thing, you can see the little edges of chrono magic that looks like it has aged the house and its surrounding environment very fast. So all the wear and tear of just constant sun damage, but there's been no more rain. It's not like this building took more rain than any other house on the street. It didn't have its own localized weather or anything. You can just see where the chrono magic moved it forward and backwards and slowed it down and sped it up. So a rainstorm that affected everybody else for 3 hours affected the house for 3 months. Somebody put in a lot of effort into aging the house very, very fast.
Mhm.
100 years of damage in 3 weeks. It's a wonder that the house is still standing up. The structural damage inside the walls, you are very close to this house being made out of cardboard. As you step through the door, you hear something very, very large made out of glass just shattered into pieces, while somebody, or perhaps someone, snarls in a way that sounds a little bit less human and a little bit more bestial. It came from downstairs, definitely.
I am going to coat my blade in Manhunter oil.
Okay, said Geralt of Rivia. You bet. The room you
I mean, listen, he is dancing on the edge of a euphemism.
But yes, I got that. Yeah. Look, there is a surprisingly robust video game called Maneater in which you play a shark. And I for one love that they went for that. Good for you.
Yeah.
Like you really should have paid the licensing rights to get the song, and they didn't.
Mhm.
And I feel like it's a big wasted opportunity, but I also understand what licensing rights both cost as a mental tax of a headache and literal money. So
Mhm.
okay, fine. The room you've stepped into, the first room, is pretty common around here. It's a kitchen that is also something of a party space, but because of the 50s, a party space is a den. It's a big table of chairs. In the fancier places, there is a wooden wall that goes up like 3 feet that divides the two spaces, like you see in a diner sometimes. This is one of those spaces. You've stepped from the front door into the place where you would almost immediately sit down, and the people who live here would cook over there and pass it through you or come around. There's like a little saloon door.
Hey, your volume is randomly changing for me. I go from being able to hear you very clearly to
Huh.
mumbling more.
I
So
mean,
I caught the start of that.
I can mumble louder if that would be better.
Yes, please, thank you.
You bet. I will mumble with gusto. You bet.
So what just happened? Because I was not
Not a
able.
thing. You step into a den, 1/2 den, 1/2 kitchen.
Okay.
That's it.
Great.
Mhm.
Once
And
again,
he's covered his weapon in man-eater oil.
Manhunter oil.
Manhunter, excuse me.
very different. Very
yes.
different.
Yep.
Yes, right. I don't know what you mean by Manhunter oil. I think I do. But I hope I'm wrong.
The item as described in our inventory book says it is a poison that causes the afflicted character's blood to glow. Their body will glow dimly. They can be spotted in darkness and through obscurement, negating penalties imposed by dim light, total darkness, or obscurement until they make a difficult endurance check or someone makes a difficult medicine check.
Huh. Neat.
Okay.
As you step into the kitchen den, there is a second scream from downstairs. Yes, clearly Manhunter oil is just made out of sweat.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Blood, sweat, and tears, you bet. Look, don't look at me. Fleming Sort of Doom is posting things in the chat and they're on the video, and they're great. They're the best. So there's another snarl from downstairs that sounds angrier than the last one. And then the sound was something breaking that was definitely not made out of glass, but sounded very heavy.
Krobus is just
Somebody-
gonna walk downstairs.
You bet. Somebody or something is throwing a temper tantrum. You find that I say trapdoor, but not really. It's a look, all the houses kind of look the same on the inside. It's a narrower than average door, which has how you know it's the door that goes to the basement, right? It's almost always in the kitchen. You find the door, you go down eight wooden steps to the basement. This is where things change. This is not an old rotten house from the 50s. This is a very complicated looking lab. The person or thing throwing a temper tantrum appears to be a 9-foot high lizard person who looks very, very upset. And they're whipping beakers and stuff against the wall. The big thing you heard them break, they have punched their way through. They've got a big chalkboard and they've smashed it off of the wall. It's in
Dr.
half on the
Connors,
floor.
is that you?
You know, I was thinking that sort of thing, but less as he is in the comic books and significantly spikier than he tends to be. Like a hedgehog and a lizard had a very, very hateful love child that then held it apart too long until it went poof. Looks like an angry hairbrush in a lab coat.
So he's a hedge lizard. Okay.
He's a hedge lizard, right? Right. He's a hedge lizard, exactly. Right. He does not manage a hedge fund, though, right? Or if he does, it's not going very well. That's why he's so mad.
He was trying to hedge his bets, but it didn't work.
Exactly. Right. He has perhaps gone over the hedge. Right. He's having a very bad day.
I'm now having a very bad day because
You
of
are
that
welcome.
conversation.
Sorry, Eclipse's tail knocked my die off.
You bet.
No, you went down at the perfect time though.
Yeah, it was
Where
good.
it looked kind of like you were just like, I'm out.
I quit.
No, we've inflicted greater puns than these.
Right. Yeah, that was
Fine.
no big thing. So there is a purple goo on the floor that is busy eating into the floorboards. And the lizard would those of you who went downstairs make a stealth check to see whether or not the lizard creature detects you.
I mean, I'm gonna purposely fail
Okay. Yeah, you don't
because
have
I'm
to
not
make the roll.
trying. I'm not trying to be sneaky.
You bet. Those of you with supernatural sight are very aware that the lizard is absolutely a yokai. like absolutely. But they're also not alone. They're inhabiting a human being. like a
Mm.
possession or perhaps a co-pilot sort of situation.
Like an Edgar suit.
Sure. Yeah. So those of you who chose not to hide on purpose catch the whiff of the lizard immediately. The creature will spin around and go, leave now.
Why?
At the show of neither fear nor force, the reptile person will express the brief second that it takes some people to pull themselves together and go, well, because it's my house.
I wasn't asking why we should leave. I was asking why you're throwing all this shit all over the place.
Oh, that's a fair question. And they'll hold up one of their hands, which has several more fingers than they actually want. There's like 9 fingers on their left hand, and they go, because I cannot fix this.
Are you trying to have less fingers?
Yes. Right. Yes.
I mean, I could help you with that in a very less magical way if you're really wanting to get rid of those fingers.
You mock, but I have considered it.
Well,
And with their
why
other
do you
hand,
think? And he
they
just
will-
goes, "Why do you think I'm mocking? I'm genuinely being serious."
You
A
are
sense of humor is
strange.
not my thing.
Yes, I'm beginning to add that up.
Giving Krobus a very studying look, standing behind Krobus.
I'm sorry, perhaps we should start over. I'm Mortimer Jenkins. You might have met my mother. She's sort of a fuss.
Oh, so
Horny?
that's your mother.
Oh, no, get him out of here. He's going to make everything worse. You did this to me.
I did not.
You did too. Remember that time we were playing in the backyard and you were horsing around and I fell in the well and I got a little bit of mushroom in my mouth? Look what you did to me.
I've eaten some plenty frowny mushrooms in my time. I don't think that anyone ever did that.
Oh, right. Just because you don't have a problem, my problem doesn't exist.
Oh, I got plenty of problems. We all got problems. This guy's a demon.
Krobus just looks at this lizard guy and just goes, "He clearly does have a lot of problems."
That is a fact. That is a cold, hard fact. Also, I am an adult. Could you, please? I haven't been Morty since I was 9.
Oh, Mortimer's is such a proper name.
Yes, it is because I'm an adult.
Krobus turns to go to Bowie and says, "You are in this gentleman's house. At least show some respect," says the person who barged into his house. But
You're
that's
right,
besides the
right.
point.
Okay, not
This is
if I
in his
do.
house. This is the
Manners.
Stephenson place.
Not decorum.
Yeah.
This ain't his house.
And who are you to speak on if this is his house or not?
This is the old Stephenson place.
And they are fine, by the way. I moved some numbers around. And I mean, I am a hedge manager, and I got them a vacation. They'll be gone for months.
What you did to this house, though? Is that your time magic upstairs?
Oh, no, I didn't do that. I benefit from it, but that wasn't me. I don't know who did that. I assume
I
Skulk
am
and
going to
Smile.
murder you, but anyway.
Yes, I know. You're welcome. You are welcome. I assume that was the two kind of weird fellas down the street with the powers and the differences.
With the what and the what now?
Is it Skulk and
Mr.
Smile?
and Mr.
Nice, but,
Right.
but they have unusual
Tanamichi kind of
abilities.
steps out of the like shadows of a corner.
Jesus Christ.
Because I got a 4 on my stealth check.
Warn a guy. Jeez.
Skulk and Smile are technically my handlers.
You're just
do not
coming out
know-
and telling this guy about the agency?
Yeah, like I do
No,
not know
handler.
what that means.
I don't. Yeah, he doesn't know
Yeah.
what handlers means. It could be anything.
That's
Right,
fair.
yeah.
That's
I-
fair.
I-
Good point.
It
Being
could be
obvious-
I'm now in witness protection and they're the ones.
Uh huh.
That was Mackenzie saying that, not Krobus out loud, by the way.
Yeah. These people will know what I'm talking about. He won't know what I'm talking about.
Right. Handler. Right. I don't know what that means. Anyway,
you don't need to know.
I did not weather the house. I just look, you might have noticed that the people around here just sort of choose not to see things that they're unwilling to accept. So when the house got all funky on the outside, great place to move in once you're a 9-foot lizard.
I respect
And when
it.
did this happen?
This happened. I mean, the mushroom thing happened when we were kids. That he's not apologized for. It was almost 20 years ago. But the change, mom keeps calling it a temporary change. I think a more appropriate term is alteration, perhaps mutation. Anyway, I'm actually not worried about that because everyone just pretends it didn't happen. Like nobody seems to care. And I'm okay with that because now I can reach things off the top shelf. I'm actually not mad about that at all. Also, check this out. And he'll pick up a beaker with his tail. And he goes, that's neat.
That's a cool trick.
Krobus kind of looks down to his tail and then kind of looks back and he's like, I never thought about doing that.
Yeah, give it a shot. I had to get used to it. The tail's not good at it. It took work. But I'm actually not upset about that. The extra finger thing, people can't quite control their lack of, their hiding it thing whenever I go to reach for something, and I'm left-handed, so it's a problem. So I'm trying.
I'm sorry. You are a 9-foot lizard man with spikes all over you. And they're objecting to the number of fingers.
Yes, I know. It's unreasonable. Yes, I know. So I am trying to fix it. I am trying to figure out how to adjust the change on my left hand and nowhere else. And that is proving to be surprisingly difficult. And I'm going the wrong direction. And he'll hold up his left hand with 9 fingers on it. And I go, I had 7 fingers this morning. I'm going the wrong way. I am. He does.
You're not all thumbs.
I am a 9-foot lizard person. I will kill you in this basement, and no one will ever know.
Oh, I will do it first. Like, is there a hidden cabinet here somewhere?
Yeah.
I sent you.
Because I cannot believe he has now tagged along with us.
Yeah, who? Eli, who are your friends?
A bunch of extra dimensional ninja assassins.
Hand over the mouth before he finishes the sentence. Extra.
As you reach your like Mortimer will go, some things never change, and giggle quite a bit. And you get the distinct impression that Mortimer hasn't actually giggled about anything for quite a while.
Once you finish the sentence, she's going to wait a minute and then remove her hand and just be careful what you say.
We're at the FBI.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? Because it's the 50s and we totally trust the Fed. Why did you say so? Something about
special division
ninjas or whatever. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, special. Sure. Also, it's the 50s. So the modern thing where like the average citizen will definitely ask you to flash ID is not going to happen. Like he's just going to.
They just believe you are a
right. Nobody would lie about that sort of thing.
So I just want to specify. I did intentionally take the quirk. Terrible at lying.
Nice. I love how what that has what that has meant is you don't attempt. You don't lie poorly.
So I have a -2 penalty on manipulation checks made to lie, but my manipulation score is already just 2.
I see.
Just farted. I love you. That's stinky.
Oh.
That was stinky.
Well, I'm assuming that he never answered Tanemichi's question of when it happened, just that it happened. When
Say
did
that one more
this
time.
happen? Mortimer didn't answer Tanemichi's question of when it happened. He just said that it was happening.
Oh, right. That's because I got distracted.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to like say like so he's still kind of like he waits a beat and sees if he's gonna continue.
You bet.
So
He does.
when?
The change happened 2 weeks and 3 days ago. He woke up like this.
Like this with the extra fingers, or like this is the lizard?
Oh no, like this is the lizard. The fingers happened last week, and he immediately moved into the house.
Wait. Didn't
So-
you say that the fingers happened when they were kids?
No.
No,
The mushroom ingestion. So Mortimer is, you might have noticed there's a considerable time gap between when the lizard thing happened and the mushroom consumption occurred.
Oh, so the
Mortimer is almost certainly incorrect about that.
okay.
Like it is a very, very low possibility
He just
that something he ate
he
when
just
he
won't
was
let
9.
it go.
Right. Mortimer
And
is
so he
just
blames everything that's happened to him on the mushroom thing. My life started
I
going to
see.
shit when you pushed me down a well.
right. Exactly.
God, okay,
right.
that makes sense.
So
Not that the mushroom thing actually impacted the current.
right, the
scenario.
chances of
Okay.
that being true are damn near zero. Like,
Well, clearly I did not pick up on that,
Neither
so I
did I.
appreciate
I
the
mean, listen,
clarification.
That random collie from down the street was nice enough to get you out of there.
The collie? Did you say collie?
he did,
Like the dog?
like Lassie, right,
Like
yeah.
Lassie?
So highlights of the 50s, Lassie, and
Uh-huh.
the blood analyzer, the auto analyzer, first invented in 1951 by a Leonard Skeggs. Skeggs, what a great name! Like,
There's a lot of interesting names back then.
yeah. I bring this up because somebody has asked what they see in the room. And the answer is lots and lots of books on blood analysis, many of which are like people's personal journals and scraps of paper and stuff, because there aren't tons of books on blood analysis in the 50s because we don't come up with the auto analyzer until 1951. The late 40s and early 50s is a considerable time of change in blood analysis. Prior to that, it's sort of a very, very slow, very, very manual, very, very prone to fucky-wucky nonsense study. Mortimer has his work cut out for him. It would be difficult for him to study a normal amount of normal human blood and get any sort of predictable end result that he could apply the scientific method to, do it again, get the same result. Because by the time he can do it again, the ingredients he used to do it again will have been changed. It will be very difficult for him to get reliable data on a normal human with a normal human blood problem, which is clearly not what's happening. Like, Mortimer may or may not be aware that he is fighting an uphill battle that is probably impossible. He's certainly intelligent enough to know that he's going the wrong direction. And the beakers, look, these aren't like the kind of thing your average person owns. Like, most teenagers play with their ham radios in the 50s. The word teenager with a hyphen in it does not yet exist. It's a weird time.
So what exactly happened like 2 weeks ago? And Tanemichi is gonna ask this to both Bowie and Mortimer.
I mean, the house happened.
Oh,
Did the house happen and then you woke up as a lizard?
Oh no, I was yes. The house happened 2 weeks ago. This happened to me a week and a half ago. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now, Mortimer.
I'm a grown man. I'm 3 feet taller than you. I'm a grown in more than one way.
2.5 at best.
I'll fucking fix that.
I may
Boy.
have an explanation for you, and I may be incidentally.
Tanamichi's slowly stepping slightly in front of
A little
Billy.
more at fault than I initially thought.
Tanamichi stepping in front of Bowie. Kana is making sure that she's out of the way of Bowie.
Mortimer's scales range from a very, very dull green to a fluorescent green, but right now there's a seemingly crimson shade boiling up from within him. Please continue.
All right. So what happened was I
What
was
happened?
gifted a
That's a
magical
word for it.
key. A magical key that allowed me to access places that I could not go before.
Yes.
But sometimes when I open those doors, stuff from the other side comes over here. I didn't know that at the time, but occasionally it happens.
Mortimer will turn to Krobus and go, "Would you mind if I ate him?"
No,
I
go
would.
for it.
I think we need
you would
him
too.
to fix whatever he did.
I have a great many sharp objects upon my person that might do you considerable harm to your innards there.
He's not gonna taste good either.
Probably not.
So while something Eli knows that the rest of you don't, because these two grew up together, Mortimer is a cowardly wuss. Like, he will absolutely not attack Eli, not a chance. But he's
And-
really, really hoping, and he knows that Eli knows that, but he's really, really hoping that 9 feet of reptile muscle mass and 1,000 pointy things coming out of him will make Eli forget that. Yes.
I did want to clarify that when Krobus said no, it was no, he doesn't mind that the lizard guy eats it.
Oh, right.
I hope we were clear about
you're
that.
right,
Okay.
yes, I didn't think anything else.
And Eli heard that too.
Yeah.
As
Bowie
he
heard it.
should.
Yeah.
And he's acknowledging that you do want him to be eaten.
Want or would allow, or
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
two different
yeah.
things.
Yeah,
Those are
like,
technically, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
both
like-
are correct, but they are two different things.
He
Both
expects
can be true.
Hmm.
he expects nothing less from a denizen of the hells. You know.
Right. Yeah, like, well, demon.
Fair.
You know.
Yeah.
One of my favorite American Dad episodes, which admittedly has a certain undertone of racism that is perhaps unacceptable. Klaus betrays somebody in the beginning of the episode. And they go, "I can't believe you did that. I thought we were friends." And he goes, "Well, I mean, I am German." And at the end of the episode, he betrays him again. And that same person goes, "What the hell? I can't believe you betrayed me again." And Klaus goes, "Yeah, still German." And I just think that's really funny. Like, on the one hand, it's 2026. Not every person who's mean to you and has an accent is German. Can we stop
Mhm.
that? Right. On the other hand, Klaus is a person who betrays people and is not even remotely ashamed of that. And
Mhm.
that is kind of refreshing. Like, he's like, nope, no, listen, I'm a jerk. Like,
Yeah, sometimes like with Krobus, it's just fun to play the asshole.
right, yeah.
Like it's yeah.
Klaus is having a great time living his best life, and then his best life makes your life worse. He does not give a shit. Like,
Yep.
like, anyway, Mortimer will lunge towards you, but it is an empty lunge. Since Eli is clearly like a warrior of actual action, I imagine that for body language, you almost certainly know that.
Hmm.
And can I lift him?
I don't know. How strong are you? He's real big. What's your body score?
Well, see, funny story. I have a bull's back tattoo.
Okay.
Which
exactly what I
means-
think it does.
It raised my body statistic to 4 with improvements, and when I do all melee weapons that I wield gain the unrelenting trait. I can block weapons with a heavy strike or unrelenting traits without penalty, and I can lift up to 5,000 pounds.
Right, I
Holy
think we established this beforehand
holy
when he was
shit.
lifting heavy shit in like
Like
an
when I,
earlier
when I tossed
episode.
when I tossed a car. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
right. So
yeah,
here's a question.
mhm.
That'll do it.
At the point that you catch Mortimer in the air, is he now a melee weapon?
That because what would he be attacking with him?
No, I'm
The
just gonna,
ground?
the idea was I'm going to briefly pause and something eerily reminiscent of the Dirty Dancing lift scene,
Right, yeah, that was my first thought. Right, you're gonna pick him up. Yeah, yeah.
and then I'm just going to use his little hedgehog spikes and just sort of push him into the ceiling.
I just leave him up there, like.
That's
So you-
hilarious.
Now, Morty, I'll have none of
Mortimer,
that.
and he'll like lunge at you and can't reach you.
I will have none of that.
How tall is the
Sir.
ceiling though?
Oh, that's right. You are in a basement, aren't you?
You're in a basement, so how tall is the ceiling? Like you're probably dodging his arms. a
Right,
little
yeah,
bit.
like he can actually reach you. That's a good point. So you just sort of like get out of the way, and now it's the slightly reinterpreted version of the bully holding the little kid's head like this as the kid swings at you. Can't like fight back. Only he attacked you and you stuck into the ceiling like an angry pincushion.
Well, no, that's usually what it is that the little kid is, and the big
Mhm.
person's like, no,
Yeah, right.
good try.
So Mortimer is very, very, very upset. And
It's
at this
sort
point
of like
he's go ahead.
it's like a baby in a sort of horizontal baby Bjorn. He's just
Right,
sort of
right.
wiggling his arms uselessly.
Mhm.
Why is this the second game this week that's mentioned a baby Bjorn?
Because they're inherently funny.
They are very funny. They're
I
funnier.
don't even
when
remember
you
what the
use-
other game was, which players it was. It wasn't the game yesterday, but
Now,
Oh,
if you put him,
God.
if you teach Mortimer very quickly a series of spy techniques and put him in fancy clothes, he could be the baby Bjorn identity.
Great.
Wow.
Great.
Yeah. Hey, thanks.
I think you've just
Mhm.
ruined that movie for Heather permanently.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
You're welcome.
I
Yeah, let me-
haven't seen it. I still haven't seen it.
So now you're going
need to
in with
fix
an
that.
expectation.
I know we need to fix that, but
Maybe when you come
Oh.
over.
oh boy, yeah.
Oh boy.
Just don't reiterate what he said during the watch, because then
Right.
you will be injured.
Wow.
Wow. Right. Yeah. What a threat.
That's not a threat.
No,
Okay, that's a
no,
promise.
it's not. It's not a
Mhm.
threat. It's what the reaction will be.
Not a threat. It's a guarantee. Right.
Mhm.
It's a warning. is what
Right,
it
right.
is.
Right. Yes. Listen, I like to think I'm a better person these days, but I have said and meant and delivered on in the past phrases like that wasn't a threat, that was a promise. So you know,
The
like
threat is I am going to intend you harm. The warning is harm will happen whether or not I mean it to.
right, yeah. On that note, never paint my face. I every now and again somebody gets me to go to a fair and somebody says, "Hey, you want your face painted?" No, you do not want that. And they go, "What do you mean? I don't want that." You don't want that. I get all twitchy and nobody wants that. I don't want that. You don't want that. The ambulance is going to take you away doesn't want that. Nobody wants that. Like, don't do that. That is the second time as a child that I realized that there are some things that cause physical reactions that I don't approve of. Yeah, reached out and broke that person's nose. I was like 6 and I didn't mean to, and I felt really bad.
Oh no.
That happened again when I was 14 and again right before I met Amber. And all 3 times I broke somebody's nose. And the second 2 times I said, "Please don't do that." And they and my friends said, "No, it's fine." It was not fine. Like it was not fine.
Narrator, it was not fine.
It was not fine. Right. I will live with those for the rest of my life. Anyway, so Mortimer is stuck in the ceiling like a very, very, very angry hedgehog. And he cannot reach you. I mean, he can reach you, but not if you step 3 feet to the left or the right. The rest of what's around here is beakers and vials and um, moisture extraction, very convoluted, lots of piping and bottles and heating elements, and it looks somewhere between a lab that's trying very, very hard to punch above its technological weight class and something that Sherlock Holmes would be working on in his afternoon. Like,
Any of us scientifically inclined now?
are
No.
any of the characters? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
I don't think we are.
No.
So, good luck.
Yeah. Mortimer does not see you do that because of how you did it, right? So he has no idea. Besides, he can't see anything right now except Eli, who we'd very much like to strangle. But Mortimer is facing the perhaps the realization, the reminder, wiggly, 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 that Mortimer has grown, what, 6 feet since last time you saw him, and put on considerable mass. And still just isn't a person of action. He just isn't. And I don't know. Those of you who are more emotionally aware might feel bad for him. Like,
Nah.
nah.
Kana doesn't necessarily feel bad. She's kind of more
think-
like, what are we even doing? Like,
I
this
think
is
pity is
wasting
the
time.
thing that comes across Tanamichi's mind.
You bet. Oh, that's
But-
right. I forgot about the other thing. I just saw your second message. Your most recent message.
So this happened a couple
Now,
weeks ago.
Mortimer. Immer.
Yes.
I suppose the rest of us are inclined to find a way to help you with your problems as long as you behave.
Well, I appreciate the offer. I'm not exactly achieving it on my own. And given that I cannot reach anyone up here, I am sort of bound to behave at this point, aren't I?
Well, I can unstick you anytime.
Would you, and to watch him struggle so hard for this word, he goes, would you please unstick me?
He just sits him on the ground, just pat him on the head.
Mortimer will
Good fella.
curl up on the floor and, I mean, not like a giant lizard. He'll sit like, he'll cross his legs and sit on the floor, but he can't stand up straight in here anyway. He's 9 feet high, right? He had to stoop forward to begin with. And he goes, all right, how, and you're watching him try very, very hard not to insult what he thinks is just a gulf of intelligence between the two of you. And he goes, how do you plan on helping me?
Well, first things first. Where were you when this started happening?
I was asleep. I woke up this way. The bed in my room is still broken. It was not designed to,
All right. Can we rewind a couple hours? Like, did you poke around it? How close did you get to that little arch thingy in Ms. Lewis's backyard?
what? The arch thingy, the red one with all the vines on it?
Yeah.
Now, how did you know? I mean, I didn't go near it. Shut up. It was the mushroom.
Now, can I want to compare notes real quick with him.
Sure.
Because as it happens, You don't even know this, Jay.
Uh-huh.
Took the Mikio coat of thorns,
Okay.
and I want to see if my thorns are the same as his thorns.
Does that do what I think it does? Do
Yeah.
you do a little hand sign and sprout thorns?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they'll be, I mean, yours aren't green, but they're the same length and they appear to be, other than the color, the same. Mortimer will shit his lab coat. Like,
Oh,
like, but it was, he'll immediately apologize because that is embarrassing. That has never happened to me before. And he will leave immediately.
Mortimer, you wearing pants?
There are no such things as pants for 9 feet lizard people. Thank you very much. As you hear him go upstairs to the bathroom.
Great.